Okay, we're going to solve this equation, log base 20 of x minus 3 plus log base 20 of x minus 2, and this is equal to 1. Well, first of all, how can we solve a log equation? So let's review it real quick. When we see that when we just have one single log on the left-hand side and the x is inside of the log with any base, and if this is equal to any number, so make sure that on the right-hand side, you can have 0, you can have negative number, you can have positive number, doesn't really matter, okay? Then what we do is we do b to this on both sides. So we pretend these two are the exponents, and we do b to this and b to that. And then we have to change the log into exponential form, okay? But then the issue right here is that instead of just one log that we want, here we have two of them. So in order to achieve what we want to see, we have to first see how to combine these two logs together. And we know that there's an addition in between, so let's review the property real quick. When we have addition in between of two logs, we can combine them into just one, but then when we put them inside, it becomes multiplication inside. So to proceed with this question, because here we have an addition, so when we combine these two logs together, we will first put down log with the same base 20, and then let me open the big parentheses, and then for the inside, we are going to put down this, which is parentheses x minus 3, and then we will be multiplying with that x minus 2. Okay, and then the right hand side, this is equal to 1. Okay, and as we can see now, we will have just one log, and then this is equal to 1. So we have this right here, and then we are going to look at the base right here, which is 20. We will pretend that these two are our exponents. So I will do 20 to this power, and then 20 to that power. And the reason is because this 20 then will be cancelled with that 20, right? Log base 20. And we will just have the equation, parentheses x minus 3 times x minus 2, and this is equal to 20 to the first power, and let me write it down like this for you guys. Well, this is just a quadratic equation. How can we do it? Well, we just multiply it out. Okay, we multiply, and then you see we multiply. FOIL it out first. X times x, that will give us x squared, and then x times negative 2, that's negative 2x, negative 3 times x, that will give us negative 3x. So this together, that will give us negative 5x. And lastly, we have negative 3 times negative 2, that's plus 6. And then this is equal to 20 to the first power, which is just 20. And you see this is a quadratic equation. We are going to first make sure one side is equal to 0, and we will factor the other and then solve from there. That's minus 20 on both sides, so that this and that will cancel. And then we will have x squared minus 5x. 6 minus 20, that's negative 14, and this is equal to 0. And now we have the right hand side is equal to 0. We can factor this. I can just put down two parentheses. I need to have x and x. I need two numbers so that they multiply to be negative 14. Together they added to be negative 5. So I need to have negative 7 and plus 2. And this will be 0. Okay? So once we have the right hand side equal to 0, we can just say x minus 7, this is equal to 0, and then the second factor, x plus 2, is equal to 0. Right here, we add a 7 on both sides, x is equal to positive 7, and right here we subtract 2 on both sides, so x is equal to negative 2. However, whenever we're trying to solve a log equation, we have to make sure that if this answer are legitimate, meaning when we plug them back into the original, we need to make sure that we don't have negative inside. So let me just tell you that this is actually not going to work. This is a fake answer, negative 2, okay? And the reason is because if you plug in negative 2 into this x, we will get log base 20, and then the x, if that was negative 2, and then here we see that we have the minus 3. This is bad right away, because negative 2 minus 3, that's negative, and this is not allowed. That's why negative 2 is not the answer. And when you plug in 7 into this x, 7 minus 3 is positive 4. when you plug in 7 into this x, 7 minus 2 is positive 5, so they are okay. Therefore, the answer is x equals to 7, and that's it.